Booster ignition and liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound.
For the first time in over 50 years, humans are going back to the moon. But this time, it's not just a visit. It's the beginning of something much bigger. NASA's Artemis II mission has officially begun. And it could change the future of humanity forever. Back in the 1960s, during the intense years of the Cold War, the world witnessed one of the greatest achievements in human history, the Apollo missions. Astronauts walked on the moon. Humanity proved that the impossible was possible. But after the final mission, Apollo 17 in 1972, we stopped going. For more than 5 decades, no human has traveled beyond low Earth orbit. Until now. Apollo 17 landed in a place no mission had gone before. The Taurus-Littrow Valley. A region filled with mountains, deep valleys, and ancient lunar material. This wasn't a random choice. Scientists believed this area could reveal secrets about the moon's origin. And possibly the early history of the solar system itself. And they were right. Here's where things get fascinating. Apollo 17 astronauts spent over 22 hours outside the spacecraft, more than any previous mission. They traveled over 35 kilometers on the moon using the lunar roving vehicle. They collected over 110 kilograms of lunar samples, the largest haul ever. But the most surprising discovery? They found orange-colored soil. Yes, bright orange. This unexpected find turned out to be evidence of ancient volcanic activity on the moon. And today,
core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
Artemis II is NASA's first crewed mission in the Artemis program. Unlike Artemis I, which was uncrewed, this mission carries astronauts on a journey around the moon. They won't land, yet. Instead, they will orbit the moon and return to Earth, testing every critical system needed for future landings. This is a rehearsal for something much bigger.
We're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test.
So why is Artemis II so important? Because this mission is not just about reaching the moon again. It's about staying. NASA's long-term goal is to build a sustainable human presence on the moon. We're talking about lunar bases, long-term scientific research, testing new technologies for deep space missions, and most importantly, preparing for Mars. Yes, Mars. The moon is no longer the final destination. It's a stepping stone. But this mission isn't just about machines. It's about people. The astronauts aboard Artemis II are the first generation in over 50 years to leave Earth's orbit. Imagine looking back at Earth, seeing it as a small blue sphere in the vast darkness of space. That perspective changes everything. This mission is powered by some of the most advanced technology ever built. The Orion spacecraft, designed to carry humans deeper into space than ever before. Launched by the Space Launch System, SLS. The most powerful rocket NASA has ever created. During the mission, astronauts will travel hundreds of thousands of kilometers from Earth, far beyond where any human has gone in decades. They will experience deep space conditions, radiation, isolation, and extreme distances. Every second of this journey is a test. This isn't the 1960s anymore. Back then, the Apollo missions were built under extreme pressure, fast, bold, and risky. But Artemis II? This mission is different. It's designed not just to reach the moon, but to make space travel sustainable, repeatable, and safer than ever before. And that required some incredible engineering. At the heart of Artemis II is the most powerful rocket NASA has ever developed. The Space Launch System, or SLS. This rocket produces more thrust than even the legendary Saturn V. We're talking about Over 8.8 million pounds of thrust at launch. Twin solid rocket boosters delivering massive power in the first minutes. A core stage powered by 4 RS-25 engines, upgraded versions of Space Shuttle engines. In simple terms, this thing is a controlled explosion, engineered to perfection. The propulsion system of SLS is a combination of raw force and precision. The core stage burns liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, one of the most efficient chemical propulsion methods we have. Why this matters? It provides extremely high efficiency for deep space missions. It allows longer burn times. And it delivers the precise acceleration needed to escape Earth's gravity. Meanwhile, the solid rocket boosters provide the initial punch, lifting the entire system off the ground. After just a few minutes, they detach. And suddenly, the spacecraft is already traveling at thousands of kilometers per hour. But the rocket is only half the story. At the top sits the Orion spacecraft, the capsule that will carry astronauts into deep space. Orion is built for something no modern spacecraft has done: travel far beyond low Earth orbit with humans on board. It includes advanced life support systems, radiation protection for deep space exposure, autonomous navigation and manual control capabilities. And one of its most impressive features? A European-built service module. Yes, Artemis II is not just an American mission. The propulsion and power system for Orion is provided by the European Space Agency. This module includes solar panels for energy generation, oxygen and water supply systems, a main engine for deep space maneuvers. This marks a new era. Space exploration is no longer a competition. It's a collaboration. Artemis II won't just fly straight to the moon. It will use a carefully calculated trajectory, a free return path. This means that even if something fails, the spacecraft will naturally loop around the moon and return to Earth using gravity alone. It's one of the safest ways to send humans into deep space. And it's a technique inspired by the Apollo missions, but perfected with modern technology. The question is no longer, can we go back to the moon? The question is, how far can we go next? Because Artemis II is not the end of a journey. It's the beginning of humanity becoming a multi-planetary species. If you're excited about the future of space, make sure to subscribe, because this is just the beginning.